Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is we are actually going to be discussing one pair of sneakers in particular, right? Both colorways of it. We're going to be discussing the SB Air Jordan 4, right? The navy and the pine green colorway. And we're going to be discussing how these have actually come down in price a good amount recently. So if you're looking for a deal on these, in most sizes, they've dropped at least a little bit. Aside from, well, really the big sizes in these, they haven't come down much. But we'll get into discussing all that. And, well, I hope you guys will enjoy this video discussing both the SB4s right here and, well, the prices. Is it a good time to buy these right now for the collection? If you guys do want more content like this, and of course, as always, feel free to go ahead and subscribe and like down below. Don't forget the normal goal we shoot for in all the videos is 300 likes. If you can do that, that'd be great. If not, no worries. Just check out my IGs down below. Don't forget the website launch, guys, is coming October 24th, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Also, on my Instagram is, of course, the Undefeated 4 giveaway. So if you want to get entered in that, we're announcing that on website launch day. First 5 people to order get a free pair of Nike socks, the 6-pack. So you get 6 pairs of free Nike socks. And not to mention the next 5 orders also get 15% off. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the website launch. Come on to my Instagram if you want to shop with us. We'll have kicks. We'll have streetwear at a wide variety of prices, all the way from $18 to $500 plus. Stay tuned. And yeah, that's really everything I need to say. I hope y'all will enjoy and stay tuned for that. You guys can check out my Whatnot Lives or, again, any of that out down below in the pinned comment. And, well, why don't we get into discussing these pairs right here? Hope y'all will enjoy. So we'll just dive into this one first, then these. You already know these have dropped a decent amount, but let's discuss these. Very, very nice pair in hand. Again, love the pine greens. I was supposed to get a 10.5. Guys sent me a 10. Hey, it's alright though. I worked it out. Alright, and as you guys can see, we do have the screen recording up right here. Taking a look, again, at the pine green pair first. This is the one that I want to show you guys. Has dropped in price a decent amount, mainly in the smaller sizes. Taking a look, as you guys can see, below size 10. If you really look at these have come down a lot recently, especially size 8 and size 7.5. You can see those are under 300 right now. But let's go to size 9. So you guys can see this is kind of returned to that point where they were at a couple weeks after drop day, you know what I mean, where they kind of actually did dip down a little bit, right, when the hype dropped off. Look, as you can see, they did go up in price, right, but then look at where they kind of went back to. As you can see, a couple weeks later, they were down there at that 370 to 340 range, and you can see where they're at right now. They're actually at almost their lowest point yet. You can see the lowest point for them was the after Christmas last year. So I'm just saying, after Christmas this year, we may get another really good point to buy this sneaker right here, because I think a lot of people are starting to kind of sell their pair off right now. That's why we see the market a little bit lower. I do think they will make a bit of progress over Christmas. I'm going to keep it honest. I do think some of those sizes that we see a bit cheaper right now will go up in December. But again, as we get back into January, where just less people are buying shoes, yeah, we're going to see these probably come down a little bit more. That's just my personal prediction on these. So that's my thoughts again on the pine green SB4. You see the prices that we see right now, again, between a range, you could say $280 to $600. Again, the big sizes are going for more. As you can see, those are the sizes we can kind of talk about as, well, not really having dipped much. The only big size SB4 that's dipped in price has been for the navy pair, right? Those have come down a little bit in big sizes, and I'll show you all that. But look at this one right here, the pine green pair. As y'all can see, 11.5, last sale, $633. These are not come down at all in price in the big sizes. Look, as you can see, they've actually maintained pretty well in the big sizes. So, I mean, look, a couple people have caught, you know, an occasional steal right here. Shout out to you if that's you. Look at that. I mean, beautiful work right there. We got that at 400. Just want to say, if that sale went through, that's a beautiful sale right there, and that's a fire pickup at that price for this size. So just want to mention, I think these are going to stay expensive in sizes 11 plus, or we could say 10.5 plus. It doesn't seem like there's much of a reason for them to be dropping in price, because they're staying pretty high right now. And yeah, I mean, that's what I can say about the pine green pair. It is the more popular one, right, of the two. I mean, if we can mention that, it is the one, again, that goes for more. It's the OG one. And again, that, in my personal opinion, I do understand where people say the navy pair is more wearable and a little bit nicer. I can get that, but this one just hits for me. I don't know why. That green and cream combo with that gray right there, I think this is such a nice shoe in hand. So for me, this is my favorite one. But aside from discussing the pine greens, right, it is the OG pair, so of course it is the one that, again, is going for a bit more, just because it was kind of the start of this whole SB4 thing, right? But I do have to be honest with you guys again. Under size 10, I think these probably won't be going up too much. I mean, around Christmas, of course, I think these could maybe soar up like another 30, 50 bucks, but they'll come back down in January, in my opinion. The only sizes I see staying super expensive for this pair right here, the SB4 Pine Green, is going to be those ones that, again, you just don't see a lot of out there. 11 plus for the shoe, you really just, again, do not see. So, I mean, you do see it, just it's going to be, again, much more expensive. So that's my thoughts on the pine greens, at least. So why don't we go ahead and dive into the navy pair? I want to discuss these two, because, again, another very, very slick colorway in hand. A lot of people actually like these more, which, again, I don't blame anybody that likes these more. This is a slick pair. Again, I totally understand it. You guys can see how that white and navy combo hits in hand. I'm surprised to see these as cheap as they are in some sizes. Let me show you all what I mean. I mean, look, you go on StockX right here. It says prices below retail in some sizes, which is insane. Look at size 9 right now. Like, can you believe that? Like that's a popular size, and these are going for 200 flat pretty much. I mean, again, nuts to see these at this price range right now, considering how nice this pair is. You can see the big sizes, of course, are still flipping 11 plus. Again, those are the sizes that will stay more expensive for the sneaker. Under 10.5 is really when you start getting, just more stock for this pair, and ones that are just out there a bit more, right? But once you get above size 11, those are the ones that, again, I would really only be holding for the shoe, because there's, again, less of them out there. It's the ones that you don't see bulk of, and they're the ones that are going to apps a little bit less. I mean, of course, there's just as many sales happening for the big sizes as the small ones, right? But there's, again, just not as many of them out there. So those are the ones that'll make some first progress, in my opinion, for this pair. But as you can see, again, another one that's tanked in price. Look at size 9. I mean, here, we'll take a look at the chart. You guys can see I did not predict this to happen for the SB4s. You guys can see they started out 270, and now we're at about 200 flat. So they've come down to about $70 in 5 or 6 months or so. I think that's about how far we've gotten from the release. I could be wrong. But, yeah, basically, these have headed downwards for the main reason being that, again, there was just a lot of them out there. So a sneaker can't really go up in price when there's higher stock for it. You know what I mean? So that's what we're seeing with the Navy pair right now, at least. They're just, you know what I mean? They're a bit cheaper because, well, there was just more of them than the pine green pair. I think we all understand that, hopefully. But one thing I can say is I do see potential for these to go up, because, again, it's nicer than your average Jordan 4. It's a slick colorway in hand. The pine green pair goes for $500, $600 in some of those big sizes. So I could see these, again, heading to, like, at least that $300, $400 range, just for the fact that it's a nice colorway and the other one is so popular. So, again, I think there's potential for these to make some long-term progress, but you kind of see what's happening right now. It seems like the hype is kind of passed by, right, for this pair. Even though it's super, super nice, we have to really see what happens this December. I think that's going to be very, very telling for this pair. If these make a little bit of progress around Christmas, that shows you people are still feeling these. Of course, I think the pine greens will always kind of be a popular shoe that people remember, because it was, again, the start of the whole SB4 thing. But that's my main opinion on these right here. We have to see what happens this December. If they make progress in the bigger sizes, they go up in price a little bit, I think it's still going to be a good bet long term. But if they don't make a lot of progress over Christmas, it kind of shows you the hype has dropped off a bit, and, you know, might actually be a good time to sell these. But, well, again, we'll wait for December, and we'll see what happens. But give it a little bit of time in December. Don't expect it to be the first day that it goes up, right? So we will leave it at that, and that's my thoughts on, again, both the SB Jordan 4s right there. Very, very nice pairs in hand. Ones you really can't go wrong with. Again, here's the pine green, and here's the navy pair. And, again, very slick ones. Again, easy to rock. I've seen a lot of people say they like these ones more because they're a bit easier to wear, which I can totally understand. For me, I'm going to go with these just because, again, it's the one I got a personal love, and also it's the OG ones. Like, these are the ones that I saw, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I need these. So, yeah, one of my favorite pairs, and that's really what I can leave it at for today, guys. So let me know your thoughts, again, on both these sneakers, if you have either in your collection, and if you're holding on to either one, or if you're just, again, they're just ones for the collection. If that's your thoughts on it, then hey, let me know in the comments. And feel free to, again, subscribe and like for more content like this. The normal goal we always shoot for is 300 likes. Make sure y'all check my IGs down below. Don't forget the website launch coming on Wick LLC. This is my business page. Please make sure y'all follow in there and get entered in that Undefeated 4 giveaway. It's free to enter, so check that out. And, of course, we're announcing the winner for that on my website launch day, 10/24. October 24th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure y'all there for the website launch. 200 plus items, all the way from $18 to 500 plus. So I hope to see you guys there, because first 5 orders get a free 6-pack of Nike socks, and the next 5 get 15% off. So that's really what we can leave it at for today, guys. And again, hope to see y'all there on that website launch, or the Whatnot Lives down below. Again, we're always grinding there, so make sure y'all check that out. And yeah, again, just let me know your thoughts on these right here. That's really what we can say, guys. So I'm T. Thank you all. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next video. And again, let me know your thoughts on these right here. And I will see you guys, keep in mind, in the next video tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you all then, because we're trying to stay consistent on the upload grind. So hopefully I will be there with us. All right, that's it. I'm talking too much. Here's a little photo of my cat. Shout out Luna. She's being a little crazy girl. She keeps running back and forth in front of me right here while I'm trying to record. But we're just staying locked in. So that's it. I'm T. I'll see y'all in the next one tomorrow. Peace.